sample costs are for these testings? You have told that 4 to 5 parts. So, for example, second part, testing of the heavy metals. How much you charge for a single sample? How much time it will take?
Say for sir testing, the cost varies depend upon the volume of the sample that we are getting for analysis, and the testing methodology we follow is international one, that is ISO standard, by the help of by using the instrument called ICP MS and ICP OES.
Okay.
And the digestion we are performing with the help of digester. That is, we are having international made digester where the sample is digested at 250 degrees Celsius temperature and under reduced pressure of around 80 bar. So their loss of elements is absolutely avoided, or you can say it is practically not means we are covering all the recovery of the metals that is present or available in the sample. These are all the modern techniques used to test the samples.
Sir, basic parameters like moisture, water holding capacity, organic carbon, pH, EC, how much cost? For the viewers, we should know that approximate cost, 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000.
Cost again, cost it depends on the number of parameters that we are getting for the analysis and the number of samples. So basic package, if you can consider, if you get the sample from for testing of say basic parameters, which I have explained initially, that includes almost 15 to 16 parameters, goes about you can say 10 to 12K.
Okay.
And the time frame that is required is almost 1 week, because it involves the process, sample preparation, drying of samples, then sample preparations for the various aspects, and the
Yes, correct, sir. Cost is very reasonable and the time is also very short. 1 week means it is not so much time. So that is good for the information he has given. Okay.
Sir, my name is Amarindra. Right now, biochar is being used by the farmers in the most cases, or the FPOs. Is there a better way to reduce the cost? I mean, we would like to know different samples. We can try not just right now, everyone is sending mixed wood. Rather, they can send corn cobs,
yeah,
coconut,
yeah.
different kinds of biomass. I mean, eventually, can the cost reduce when the volumes increase, or this is going to be standard even after a while?
No.
Yeah,
It will be reduced.
Mahendra, yeah. Mr. Amarendra,
Yes,
I
sir.
raised a very valid question. And again, see, we are a commercial testing laboratory. And as Mahendra has told in the beginning itself, it depends upon the volume. Like if in one go, if you are giving me 5 samples or 10 samples, cost will definitely be not as mentioned by Mahendra. That is not the tariff rate applicable for a volume business.
Agreed, sir. Agreed.
So that we can discuss the commercial part. We are always open and we are absolutely ready to absorb the cost if the volume is there. Point is that we should be able to deliver you as per the TAT, what we call turnaround time and accuracy. Commercial part, absolutely we are open, and it's not going to be exorbitant, or we are not we are open to negotiate. That's not an issue anytime.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Very recently, we tried biochar with different masses, at least 10 to different masses for a research project. But every time if you want to send it, it was like, okay.
I understand. Yeah. You see, a lot of students are studying this production and the produce. After that, they are applying their, they are putting from their pocket also. We work for some students from IIT who are saying that, we are paying from our pocket. So please be reasonable. So, we are helping the students also. So
Thank
that's
you.
the point. Yeah, we are open to that. Absolutely.
Thank you, sir. Good to know that.
Yeah.
Sir, can you list out some of the instruments or sophisticated equipment for the viewers? So, for example, are you using any electronic microscope or scanning electronic microscope to study the pores?
Yes, scanning electronic microscope is used for determining its surface area.
Okay.
Then the ICP OES is used for the determination of heavy metals. Then that CHNS analyzer, we are using it for determining organic and total carbon. And other that micro digester for the digestion of sample. Again,
And GCMS.
GCMS is for pH, PCB, and GCHRMS is for dioxins.
Is atomic absorption AAS you are using?
Atomic absorption is ICP is the upper version of atomic absorption. So
Okay,
it
it
is
is
more
atomic.
reliable. Yeah, now atomic absorption has been for means it is been replaced by the ICP OES.
Okay. So you can save the data if missed one time, we can ask the data also because in your computers or the data will be preserved, I think, saved. Huh?
Yes.
Yes, these are fully automated, instruments, equipment, so we
Yeah.
can retrieve the data. Yeah, that's not an issue. Yeah.
Hello.
Uday sahab
Yeah.
and Mahendra ji, my name is Sharma. I am Managing Director, Master Consultancy and Productivity Private Limited, Hyderabad. I thank you for your very nice presentation. I have a simple question. Am I audible?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So, Mahendra ji, very nicely you presented maybe about 20-30 elements for testing. My question is, biochar, let us, if we are using for agri purpose mostly. So, in that case, normally, what is your experience? Are customers coming for so many tests, or what are the major tests you carry out for agri purpose on biochar?
Yeah. For agri purpose, the main test that is important or that are important are the
Hmm.
water holding capacity,
Hmm.
then its
Acha.
surface area,
Hmm.
and then its total carbon,
Acha.
and whether it contains any heavy metals.
Okay.
These are the basic people are, and of course pH and
Hmm.
conductivity.
Hmm.
These are the
Heavy
basic
metals,
tests.
why are necessary?
Pardon?
Heavy metals are why necessary?
Ultimately, sir, you are putting this into soil. If that
Ah,
biochar contains the large amount of heavy metals,
okay.
it will add to the soil.
Okay. Okay. So for these four tests, as our Dr. Arif Sahab asked, what will be roughly cost and time? There's 4-5 items you said for agri purpose. Cost
Uh,
and time.
Again, cost, as we said, it depends on the volume, the
Acha,
number of
acha.
samples that we will receive, or we will send it at a time for the testing. Individual
Ah,
testing is very costly because it involves the uses of costly equipment and the other resources like gas, acids,
ah,
and
Standards.
okay.
standards.
Hello, sir. I
Hmm.
am Engaro from Rajahmundry. I am a farmer actually. So, actually, I have a garden of coconut and palm oil. Actually, the raw material which you use for biochar will varies the quality of the product. I have the actually coconut, the stems actually, the leaf stems. With that, if I make the biochar, will I get the quality of the biochar and that can be used for our garden? Can you guide me?
Any agri waste can be after pyrolysis can be used for the soil enhancement. The thing is that the pyrolysis process needs to have that kind of say, quality to produce a good biochar.
Mahendraji, my point is he is not
Is
using
it
pyrolysis.
actually, sir,
They are
is
using
it,
artisanal methods, I think, Pontiki or
Artisanal. Okay. So
sir,
that is open.
actually, sir,
he
this
is a farmer.
soft wood and hard wood will give the difference of the quality of the biochar, sir. Actually, that coconut, the leaf stem actually will be not such a hard actually. So
Right.
it will give the quality of biochar, or it cannot be suitable to the biochar. Can you guide me, sir?
Yeah, that needs to be checked because at this time, I have not received these type of biochar for the testing. However, we have received a sample of coconut shell biochar and that coconut husk. So the content of organic or the total carbon present in that is around in the range of 70 to sometimes we will get or we are getting 75% also. So it is good source of carbon.
Sir, actually, what happens, it all depends upon the pyrolysis process and the pyrolysis plant you are using. The final outcome will depend on that. Raw material, any organic material, okay, with its basics, ingredients and composition, that will definitely be determining the final outcome of the biochar. But at the same time, the pyrolysis process is very important. The plant you are using, where you are, subjecting it to pyrolysis. So it depends upon the efficiency of that. Right, Mahendra?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. My
So,
request is
sir, as you
participants.
said, the paralysis method, so it is like that. It has to be batch to batch difference or continuous paralysis difference. Can you say regarding that?
In regarding that, actually, our knowledge is very limited because whatever knowledge we get, it is through the plant manufacturers or who are designing the plants. So
Okay.
there are plants which can work at say around 1000 temperature with reduced pressure and with modern techniques. So there, the yield or the carbon level which they are achieving is say above 85 to 90%.
Okay. So can you? So which are method they're using? Batch to batch method or continuous method? Do you
That
have any idea on that?
that you will have to ask to the expert ones.
Sir, I will just 1 minute. So I request all the participants because this today's webinar is mostly on the testing and standards, not the production.
Yeah.
So you focus on the mainly the testing and what are the problems, how to collect the sample, and what are the testing parameters and equipment, cost, duration. In that aspects you have to focus. You don't focus on the biochar production. It is not related to this. This is only the testing and standards, quality and like that. Am I correct, Mahendraji?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, good evening all. What are the generally tests carried out for fuel? If suppose we wanted to use this as a fuel, like already earlier you told regarding the agricultural testing. So if suppose we wanted to go for a fuel, then what are the generally tests carried out?
For fuel, the general tests are moisture, total ash, then gross calorific value, sulfur content. These are the basic parameters.
Yeah, GCV, gross calorific value, is
So
important.
basically they are same like what any other fuel we are testing. It is
Yeah,
exactly
coal,
similar.
like
Yeah.
Even if
coal,
you wanted
coal.
to test the briquette or oil or anything, gas, the tests are similar.
Right.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir, Mahendraji, my point is, how do we collect the sample? Either we shall collect or your persons will collect the sample, biochar sample. How to send the samples by flight or by parcel?
We are getting the sample from the customer, uh, and the sampling is supposed to be performed by poning and coating technique. So it is the technique used worldwide
Which
to
technique, sir?
poning and coating.
Coning and quartering.
Yeah.
Sir, you
Okay.
can put on the text box or somebody that new words we are not understanding.
Yeah,
Can
That is entirely to be explained at the time of execution only in the field, and it involves the mixing of say lot-wise mixing of the samples, drawn and again by dividing into the equal parts before making the laboratory samples.
So I have one question, sir. Good evening, everyone. So as you rightly mentioned, sampling is most important part and 70% is attributed to it. So as we are talking of scale, like now biochar has reached a scale where a per day production is say 1 ton, 2 ton, 3 ton. So something like this. So for a 1 ton sample, how many sampling you suggest, minimum samples that should be drawn for 1 ton of biochar per day production?
See, I will just roughly tell you. See, for 1 ton, we can have 10 increments of 1 kg each from the all the accessible portion of the stack where the material is put. So 10 increments of 1 kg. From that, we can make a composite sample and give it for testings. That should be rough. I mean, we can sit and see. Sampling is such a process that the more representation of the main bulk is there, so that will give better results, better outcome. So
So
sampling has to be extensive, but again, it has its own, pros and cons. So I'm just telling you the 10% of the 10 increments, we call it 10 increments of 1 kg should suffice for 1 ton.
okay, understood, sir. Plus, sir, as the cost is also associated, so if we are withdrawing these 10 increments, so as 10,000 or 12,000 has been mentioned by Mahendra ji for these basic tests, so all these 10 tests, 10 samples will have each 10,000, means it will be around
No,
1
no,
lakh.
no, no, no. Let me clarify. 10 increments we take and we make a composite sample out of it. Okay, so
Okay,
that will be only one sample.
understood.
Okay.
Plus, sir, as a surface area, if we see, so QSS does surface area testing also?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
by which machine, sir? Instrument?
It is BT survey, means it is a kind of equipment. If you want, just drop your email. I will share the instrument and the make which is used to determine that surface area.
Understood, sir. And sir, some
It's posted on
micromeritics
the
or
BPS
something is
itself.
also there?
Pardon?
Micromeritics or something for the pore volume and pore size measurement is also there?
Yeah, it is there.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Sir, this is regarding specification and method of analysis. As per ISO standards, there are two things. So one is for carbon credits and second one is for the crop usage. So it is having the same specifications are different.
Pardon?
The specifications for getting carbon credits as well as for the usage of the biochar in crops for farming, agriculture. The specification will be same or different?
Sir, for getting carbon credit, the process and procedures are different. And if you wanted to test it for your, say, enhancing soil, or you wanted to apply it into the soil for the enrichment, then the process is totally different. It depends on you for the, means you can choose the basic parameters. But if you wanted to avail carbon credit, you will have to follow the process and guidelines defined by the standard, respective standards. So now there is a standard came from the called isometry registry. It is the highest standard available in the carbon credit. So in that you need to test per batch sample for its random reflectance. And in India, no lab, means there is no lab available in India which can test that parameter by using that ISO method. The reason behind it, the cost of equipment, it's almost 1 CR, and the process, the techniques are not available in India. So for this, we'll have to depend on the overseas laboratories where it is sent for the analysis.
Good evening, sir. This is Sandeep Dixit from Biochar India Private Limited. My question on the random reflectance test only. do we have any collaboration where we can send the samples for the random reflection test?
Yeah.
Okay. And the second thing, do we provide the decay curves for the biochar?
Pardon?
Decay curves. There is a terminology for if you are going for at least 200 years carbon credits that your biochar is going to sustain at around 200 years.
Last.
So there is a requirement of decay curve testing.
Decay, because that is the
It is,
TGA analysis, thermal
yeah.
curve. Yeah. So that also we are doing it.
Okay, okay. My request would be if you could share your contact details so we can connect for the future things.
Yeah. We'll be
Sure.
sharing our contact details with Mr. Mehta and Dr. Arif Khan.
Yes,
So
yes.
they can share with the all the members who
Perfect.
are member of this association, and on one-to-one basis we can take this forward. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank
sir,
you.
that
Thank
is
you very much.
correct. You share the information to us.
Yeah.
We will send to them. Sir, my point is, Mahendra Kule sir, do you have any ratings of these parameters? For example, pH. Is there any rating is there? pH is 8, 9, 8.5 like that, like EC. So
No,
what are
sir.
the ratings?
No, sir. At present, there is no classification or no specification available for this commodity, biochar. The government basically is working on all the data. They need the data, and on the basis of which they will, I think, in future form the specification.
Okay, okay, sure.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Can I ask?
So raise the hand, please. Participants, you can raise the hand and tell
Good
your
evening,
introduction
sir.
also.
This is Dr. P.C. Rao here.
Sir, thank you, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, it was
What kind of market you are finding for
Sir, wait,
biochars?
one by one. Sridharji.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Dr.
Okay.
P.C. Rao is
Fine.
speaking. Next, you can speak.
Yeah.
Sir,
Okay.
as far
Fine.
as the rankings based on pH is concerned, essentially biochar is added to soil to immobilize carbon in soil so that it doesn't escape into atmosphere. First thing. Second thing is the pH of raw biochar will be around 9 to 10. So what we have to do is we have to enrich the biochar by using some organic amendments or inorganic amendments like urea fertilizer so that they can coat and bring down the pH. And then secondly, ICP OES is there. It takes care of almost all the metals and almost more than 30-40 elements can be determined on that. And another thing is we are forgetting about cation exchange capacity of biochar because it is the one which predominantly plays an important role in nutrient retention and nutrient leaching losses in the soil. So these CEC also probably gives you more information with regard to retention of nutrients in soil, sir. This is my personal opinion. Thank you.
That is correct. That is correct.
Cation exchange capacity and also anion exchange capacity also, because anions also nutrients like phosphorus and sulfur.
Correct. It depends. That's why in the beginning, I informed or I have explained it to you. The testing of biochar is fully dependent on the application, on which application you wanted to utilize it.
Exactly, correct.
Sir, Rao sir, one more thing, like as you mentioned, ICP OES, that is what the ppm level. We have got ICP MS as well, so which we go beyond that also.
Yeah. PPB levels also it can detect.
Correct.
It's advantage with the sophisticated instruments. And the analysis is also pretty fast, with one sample, within 3 hours, you get complete picture of the nutrient profile.
Yes.
Yeah, we can put more samples at the same time. So it's a fully automated machine.
So now I request Damodar Sridharji. You can ask.
Could you kindly mention what is the approximate cost of establishment of analytical laboratory infrastructure for comprehensive biochar analysis, whether it is established by PBS or whosoever? How much cost is involved? That is one thing. And the other is, what kind of market demand you are finding for biochar right now? Because you are receiving samples and you are, actually examining, how is the market demand coming up. I would like to have your comment on that.
Yeah, so regarding setting up a laboratory or cost of it, we are using as we have been telling that we are biochar we have started testing recently, right? And these
Yeah.
equipments which are there like ICP-OES, ICP-MS, GC-MS, they are being used for the other tests as well, like food and other products also. So to give
Minerals.
you
Correct.
an estimate of the setup lab cost part of it, offhand is very difficult. We'll definitely work on it.
Okay.
We'll share with you, and we'll come back on that. And second part was regarding. Can you repeat?
Market demand that is emerging,
Market
for
demand. Yeah,
biochar as such.
again.
Whether any
The
laboratory will be viable in case, yeah,
See, now based on the response of this progressive biochar society, we expect that there'll be more
yes,
business coming up. But right now, we cannot say that only biochar lab per se can do a profitable business at this point of time. Of course, it is an emerging market. It's a need of the hour, and a lot of like persons like lifetime experience all you are having, and researchers are there, agriculturists are there. So, they have to take this forward. So our testing part is, depending on the how this whole biochar field progresses in terms of helping farmers to, encashing carbon credits. So we are still yet to, fathom that. So we really
yeah,
cannot.
I got it. Yes.
Yeah.
Sridhar,
What kind of
what
support you can extend in case PBS would like to establish?
Pardon, sir?
What kind of support, QSS can extend in case PBS would like to establish
We can
a
extend
laboratory?
all support, technical and
Okay.
training?
Yeah, training and all.
Yes, very good.
Okay.
Nice. Positive
Thank you.
response.
Right.
Very nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone.
Oh, said
Um,
Tony Manoj.
I'm Tony Manoj. I'm a PhD agronomy scholar from GP Pant University of Agriculture and Technology, Uttarakhand. So my basic question, just like is a specific question. So we are producing the biochar and putting back into the soil. After we are raising the crops and we are harvesting the crops also. So post harvest of the crop, we have to take the post harvest soil sampling. So in that soil, we have already incorporated the biochar. So what happens when we do that organic carbon analysis? Let us say we are doing wet oxidation method using Barclay and Black method. So there is a high chance that this Barclay Black method cannot oxidize the biochar which is present in this particular soil. So is there any established methodology which you can handle at your end, and we can extract this particular organic carbon which is present in the soil also
Yes,
post harvest?
yes, we can do it by using dry combustion method. Again, it is an instrumental method. The sample or the soil sample needs to be processed, and then the organic carbon is determined by using the dry combustion the equipment.
Yes, sir. Actually, we have done using this dry combustion method using this muffle furnace technique also.
It
But
is
we
not
want to
muffle.
establish.
It is not muffle furnace. It is analytical instrument.
We tried using this TOC analyzer also. But the basic question is it possible to do this particular analyze this particular organic carbon using modifying this wet oxidation method or not?
Yeah, sir. The testing again, the results are depend upon the how you prepare the sample. If your sample preparation technique is accurate, then only you will get the correct result. So, since we are into laboratory testing services, we process the sample or we prepare the sample by using standard methods, and then apply the equivalent equipment to record or to determine the organic carbon.
So, sir, what would be the cost of this particular, let us say if you want us to calibrate our soil sample in your laboratory. So for this particular, what exact amount of organic carbon has increased from previous year to this particular current situation? So what would be the cost of this particular soil sample analysis for organic carbon, only organic carbon?
Again, I would say it depends on the number of samples that you would like to send for the testing. For single sample, the costing will be as say I can get, it can go up to 5 to 6,000.
Okay. Understood. Perfect.
Okay, Tony Manoj,
Thank you,
I
sir.
have one point. Have you applied the biochar directly or the biochar added fertilizer to your soils? Hello?
Sir, uh, we have been like working on this particular enriched biochar, like poultry manure enriched biochar, as well as have been putting into the soil into our PhD experiment since last 7 years. So
Okay.
this is the project based under National Innovations on Climate Resilient Agriculture. Yeah. So we have been working on that one. So we have been just like want to test this particular, of long-term effect of this particular biochar on the soil organic carbon and soil carbon dynamics basically. So we want to just go for any kind of standardized or calibrated techniques for to estimate this one carbon techniques. Yeah.
Okay, okay, nice, very nice. Okay.
So
Thank you,
I
sir.
have a question from Tony Manoj. Tony Manoj, as you are working into like analyzing the soil organic carbon, so after addition of biochar, is biochar contributing anything to organic carbon? If we are talking that this carbon is stable for 100 years or 200 years, and we are talking of different techniques, where the permanence is known for years, so how this permanent carbon can help in increasing the organic carbon?
Ma'am, one thing I can say, just like we have initiated this experiment in 2016, basically. So it has been running since last 7 years successfully. So we have got the results from both the CHNS analysis as well as we are much focused on this TOC analysis on results only. So it has increased the organic carbon initially in the Tarai belt, which is the most fertile belt of India. The organic carbon initially used to be around 0.63 to 0.75% generally. So it has increased up to 1.13%, and currently it is around 1.24% organic carbon in that particular experiment. It is still going on like that only. But we can say that's an almost an increase of 40 to 45% organic carbon increase is there. I'm talking about this particular available organic carbon. So we have seen this particular increase in the organic carbon. But regarding the permanence, we have not conducted any kind of carbon stability analysis. So we can only get to know the details of this particular biochar degradation curve that can be only done through this particular carbon stability analysis, which we haven't conducted yet.
Okay, so we can conclude this part as like whatever the microorganisms are growing, they are growing more, that is contributing to soil organic carbon, and the carbon is still permanent.
Yes, correct.
Yes, actually.
Sonalji,
Yeah.
as soil scientist, I agree with you. So the biochar directly won't give the organic carbon, but when you apply to the soil in the rhizosphere, it will do the wonders. It will harbor the microorganisms and everything, the congenial atmosphere in the soil environment. That leads to the increase of the organic carbon, not directly the elemental carbon. But once you apply the added fertilizer, biochar to the soil, so the rhizosphere or the soil environment will have the good properties with the increase of these microorganisms or earthworms or some other that indirectly leads to the increase of the organic carbon.
Understood, sir. Sir,
Sir,
Mahendra
PC Rao
sir.
sir, can you tell anything? So any next questions? Next participants, any questions?
Sir, I have one question from Mahendra ji. As the CHN analysis is
Sir,
done.
just can you repeat? I lost the connection.
No, sir.
Hello?
What Dr. Sonalji is asking that either this biochar added, it will increase directly the organic carbon content of the soil. That is what she is asking. No, you got it, sir?
I think you would not get it.
Yeah, okay. So, Mahendra ji, you can react what the Sonalji, Dr.
Sir,
Sonal.
my last question from Mahendra ji, like we do CHN analysis and we get a carbon percentage, say 80%, 85%, whatever it is. So, can we find out the organic carbon from this C part? That CHN analysis is giving us some percentage. Can we, without using TOC, can we find out how much organic part is there?
So for that, again, you need to apply another method. So you have to treat the sample with certain acid. There is a process, and after that, you will have to determine the carbon, which will give you the organic carbon.
organic carbon is one that degrades basically,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So, sir, can you share that method with we people?
Yeah. See, all the methods are the laboratory developed methods, and being a policy, we have to take the permission from the management.
Yeah, there are
Sir, as it is ISO methods and all means that you can share, as I have also done PhD in this biochar only. So just because this is a question that is not solved throughout my PhD as well.
Yeah,
So
see
that is
what
why I asked this
yeah.
part.
So what happens? Okay, using ISO standards or any published standards. Okay, there are certain methods which we call as SOP. So which are in-house developed. So for that, we have to review that before just sharing. Just like that. So
If it is
definitely.
possible, it would be helpful for young comers because it is costly test every time one cannot afford. So it would be helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, see, the very objective of this seminar is to, resolve the issues, sort out the problems, teething troubles, and make it effective for all.
yes,
So,
yes, yes.
so we are always there to help.
Sonalji, you can speak one-to-one.
Yeah, perfectly, sir. Perfect. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
Mahendraji, I have another question. So, are you doing any organic pools in the biochar or the soils? Organic pools, that is organic fractions of the organic carbon. Many pools are there. Labile, fixed carbon, like that, soluble carbon, like that. You are doing any fractions, organic carbon fractions?
Fractions, fixed carbon, we are doing it. But apart from that, in carbon, we do the total carbon, inorganic carbon, organic carbon, and then fixed carbon. These are the type of testing.
That is what I am asking.
Sir,
Sir, I wanted to ask a question.
Okay, Shreyas.
Yeah, okay, sir. So, is the lab working on testing the functional groups like using through FTIR of biochar?
FTIR, sometimes we are doing it, but randomly, means in general, the day-to-day activities, it is not used.
Okay.
Very rarely persons will ask, so it is not viable for them.
Sir, Arif Khan, this is PC Rao here.
Yes, sir. You proceed.
Now here, with regard to the questions posed earlier, as far as carbon pools are concerned, you see 90% of your biochar is elemental carbon. So very less amount of carbon pools, whether it is labile, very labile, or less labile, or passive pools, they are very small. And secondly, with regard to functional groups, hardly functional groups, they account for 5 to 6% of total carbon in biochar. So that is of relatively insignificance. But at the same time, properties of biochar in relation to soil properties, especially nutrient holding, water holding capacity, then preventing the leaching losses, they are the ones which are to be focused upon as far as agriculture is concerned.
Yes, bulk density.
Physical properties, texture. Sometimes, continuous application of this biochar also leads to change in texture of the soil because of fine texture of biochar.
Okay, sir. Yes, good.
Sir, I have a quick question. This is Bhaskar here. This is for Udayji or Mahendraji. So, of all the testing services that they provide, I just want to know at a macro level, they do services more for the agriculture or for the industry purpose. Like say, they have service requests, 100 service requests. How many of those from agriculture sector and how many from the industry sector?
See, from agri sector, the requirement is less as far as so far what we experienced. Because again, maybe from agriculture side, the samples are not, they don't know where to get it tested and for what to get tested. So as far as if you see, 80% is non-agri only, right, Mahendra?
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir, any other questions from participants?
Please to me, Khan Sahab.
Yes, you can raise hand. Kirti Varshini.
Yes. Hi, sir. I wanted to know what.
10 minutes you are talking. Hello.
Hi, sir. Can you?
Proceed.
So I think there is somebody else talking.
Then ask the other member to name. I am raising hands since long. Just few seconds. Hello.
So raise the hand.
Sir.
Kirti Varshini has raised hand. Let her to ask question. Kirti.
Hi, sir. This is Kirti here. I just want to know, like, what are the common biomasses related biochar that you receive? Like, is it like bamboo or mixed wood or any julifera plant related things?
The common categories that we are receiving are the cotton biochar, then julifera, corn cob, then coconut shell, and paddy.
Okay. Okay. So next
paddy
question
straw
is
or paddy husk.
okay.
Yeah.
So next question is about the carbon credits, because in generally we say that, I mean, we hear that it is very tough to avail carbon credits in India because it is actually getting standardized. Since you also mentioned about carbon credits, I just wanted to understand what are the kind of challenges involved in getting carbon credits in India when it comes to a biochar production unit company or for the farmers as well. So do you have any inputs on that, sir?
No, again, I would say the carbon credit auditors can guide you in this field because we are not expert in that.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. You rightly said they have to follow the Puro Dot or the Verra or the like that software the programs are there. They have to monitor third parties. Huh?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So my simple question is, sir, Mahendra sir, we have to send the biochar as it is, or we have to powdered and powdered form we have to send it.
Anyway, you can say directly or you can say pulverize it to up to less than 0.3 mm or whatever size you can make.
Then how to send by transport or the by air or the by courier or the speed post or how
By
to
transport, or you can take help of India Post also.
Okay, sure. So please note down the participant is good information. So sir, we are the crossed our time also.
Yeah.
If no questions are there. So good comments we received in the chat box. Very excellent presentation and new information they got. So earlier I forgotten to tell something about this QSS. So for the sake of the restart participants, I will tell that these QSS have the 4 certificates. It is very excellent. One is the certificate of registration. That is the QSS Inspection and Testing Private Limited. They got in I think 2015 itself, sir.
Since then.
Yeah, so integrated management system. So another certificate they got is accreditation also from the National Accreditation Board for the Testing and Calibration Laboratories. It is also very nice and it is a cap in their feather. And another certificate, they have the carbon standards. So the QSS is the only the laboratory for the global artisan carbon sink. So another certificate in 2024, they got 1017 A/B biochar dash based carbon sink. So excellent, sir. Very good, highly certificates you got it as a recognition. So one of the best QSS lab for the biochar and others also for the food minerals and ores. You are doing the very wonderful job. We'll thank all your teamwork and Mahendra ji and Shankar Patil and Uday ji. See. So, sir, I will. Can I sum up the webinar?
Yes, sir.
गुप्ता जी नहीं है क्या? गुप्ता जी है क्या?
Gupta ji is there.
Gupta ji, you can speak,
Is
sir.
Mr. Gupta available?
Gupta, please, sir. He is our secretary.
Vote of thanks.
PBS secretary Gupta ji. SK Gupta ji.
चलिए कोई बात नहीं. तो आप.
Yes, sir. I am very much there. Thank you very much. Hello.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Please proceed.
You propose vote of thanks.
Yeah, I will propose a vote of thanks, no doubt. But let's be summed up
I
by.
want you to add one item. Special concession for the registered members of the PBS. Companies who are registered with PBS should get a concession from QSS.
Sure, sir.
Yeah, definitely. Wonderful. But the seminar be summed up first by Dr. Khan Saab.
Yes, sir. I will
Arif Khan
sum up,
Saab.
sir. So already we have reached 8:15 also. So once again, I'll thank this QSS lab, all the three speakers, Mr. Uday ji and Mahendra ji and Shankar Patil ji. They were explained very nicely and very simple way. It is very useful. Nowadays, biochar production is one aspect and quality testing standards are another aspect. So in this, we have the very little knowledge. So with this webinar, we got enlightened with some, our knowledge is updated. So regarding this webinar, sir, there are totally 60 members registered, but highestly 90% are participated. That is very good response from the participant. Our score is nearly the 58 also we have reached at one stage. So these participants include different categories, sir. That shows the interest of the participation, both from the PBS members, engineers, and the retired professors, PhD scholars, farmers, NGOs, different categories of the participant. That is the very versatile participants. So this is very useful, and we will be in touch with in future also. As we said that we will also connect with you, and we will act as a facilitator. If anybody asks the any biochar standards or testing, we will refer you. So in that aspect, just Mehtaji have told. So in future also we will connect with you and we will maintain. And you can second webinar also next time we can plan it and showing with the instruments and some procedures like that. We can show that so for the benefit of the participants. Okay, sir.
Yeah, from my side, okay. I'm really glad and overwhelmed to have such a good response and participation. And we are really looking forward to have a symbiotic relationship between the members of the society and QSS. And my colleagues Shankar and Mahindra are there always to available for any advance or any further inquiries you are that will be generated from your side. And if anything that can be done within our expertise, we are there to help the society. And of course, as I said, it has to be a symbiotic relationship, win-win situation for both of us. So I request my colleague Shankar and Mahindra to say if they wish to express more on this. Yeah, Shankar.
Yeah, I can say only thank you to all forum. Very patiently you are listening to us. We are typically a lab guys and we are very much talking technically only. So like sir said on sampling side, it contributed to 30-40% of the results on the sampling side. Since we are a TIC kind of industry, third party inspection, we are very good into sampling part. So we are insisting like result always contribute sampling procedure. We normally lot wise, batch wise, we are sticking to square root of 10 and all. So we have expertise on the sampling part, which contributes into the final results. So we insist to do sampling from the QSS wherever it is possible, and we'll offer you good packages for the sampling locally there in your areas wherever is required. Thank you so much for all the forum for listening the patiently to our technical expertise, and definitely as insisted, next forum we will try to have a lab tour for you, which you can go through a lab tour. Visually, will show you the instrumentation involved in the laboratory and the sampling part and the analysis part, how it has been carried out. So we have
Yes,
got
good idea. Good idea. It is very useful.
yeah, we'll take you through a lab too, sir. Yes, sure. Thank you so much to all forum.
Yeah,
And,
Can I request now Dr. Sai Bhaskar Des, our president, to speak a few words?
Guptaji is not there. He told that he is in a field study, so that he is not available. He already informed to me, so that is why.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay, then I also
yeah.
request QSS to kindly give an opportunity for members, whosoever is interested, to visit their facilities at, I think it is in Bombay.
Yeah, it is Bombay.
Mumbai and Gujarat. Yeah.
Bombay and Gujarat. Why
Yeah.
don't you start one facility in Hyderabad also, sir? Is my request.
we'll take this forward. We'll take the discussion forward, and really would be happy to be associated in that vision of yours. Definitely, sir.
And I assure the manpower won't be a problem. We have a lot of people with us who can assist you.
Yeah.
Assist the app.
The
Yeah,
participant.
Gupta ji has been listening to this whole thing. Thank you,
Go
and
ahead,
it
the
was a
President,
very
sir.
good presentation. Yeah. It was a very good this thing. I was outside, so I could not participate directly, but had been listening continuously. Thank you very much to QSS, and definitely this is one of the best laboratories we have, and everybody could access the services. Thank you.
No doubt,
Mahendra, you want to conclude from QSS side?
Yeah. Anything is there in the field of testing and inspection, just connect us. We are there to help you out at all level in this field.
Sir, one question I have at last, but not the least. The standards of biochar. Do you have to say anything about that?
See, at present, the guidelines are given, you can refer EBC guidelines, but those guidelines are very stringent. Practically, it is not possible to produce that kind of biochar, and the technique is not available. I think in certain cases, with you can say the good quality of raw material, it can be produced.
So, which standards are you following when we go for carbon credit approval?
It is either EBC or Vera or the isometry.
Both are not from India, no? They're all.
No, means there is no standard available in India. These are all international standards.
All are from Europe or America?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think any other question anybody is having, otherwise we'll close the subject with thanks giving ceremony.
So it is last final word. So I thank the R. Mehtaji for his interest and planning. He is the person behind the screen who planned this testing and standards of the biochar, sir. So for the participants, this program is recorded. So if anybody missed this webinar or latecomers, they have not heard the earlier this speaker says, they can hear the recorded version. So the PBS has recorded the entire program. So that is what. So with this, I thank for the grand success of this.
Dr. Hari, my request during this webinar, we could not go to the comments that participants have posted. Comments or their requirements, if they have put up any comment. So can this be, compiled and sent to us so that, we also know the comments which could not be answered during this presentation or webinar, that can be answered separately to them on case.
Sure, sir. Our digital in charge, Shivkumar, will take care of. He will send that chat box messages also.
Okay.
It is no issue. We will send it. So kindly give your contact number, sir. All
sir.
three contact numbers, emails, so that if anybody asks, we will give to them.
Sure,
so,
sir.
So Mehtaji, can I wind up this
yes, please.
program?
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Udaji is very kind. The QSS team, we must thank you for all very good presentation.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Very useful and good presentation.
And you are welcome to Hyderabad.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
sure.
Hyderabad biryani khila denge.
Yeah.
Paradise biryani.
आइए आप vegetarian biryani भी है.
Yes, sir.
Sir, what the Gupta ji had told that in future you can plan the QSS at the Hyderabad. It is very well connected to the AP and the nearby states.
Yeah.
So you enter into the South India also. So
yes, sir.
So your the second center will be at Hyderabad. We hope in future.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
So once again, thank all of you. This we will wind up this webinar. So
yes,
good night, all of you.
Good night, sir. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.